Welcome. This is Bitcoin Day Trading, the best Elliott wave analysis, episode number 51. So I'm back today for one more intervention. I was busy the last 2 days. On Monday, I had some appointment with some clients and we went afterwards out for dinner in a restaurant. So after doing that, I didn't feel like taking some more time to update you on YouTube because I already talked the whole day about Bitcoin with my clients, so I didn't want to keep talking about it. So I skipped the Monday, and Tuesday I had some maintenance work at my place, and the guy that did the maintenance work did a mistake at the end. He did forget to close a valve, and I had a water leak in my apartment. So that was that took out a lot of time, and I could not, with a water leak, also post videos on YouTube. Anyways, my YouTube interventions are free interventions. So by that I mean I don't feel any obligation to update you 5 days a week. The only reason why I should do it is to increase the number of my subscribers on YouTube and maybe find some private clients under them. But I've already reached the goal that I wanted to reach. I want to have a couple more private clients. Now I do. So for me, it is not necessary to keep on posting videos on YouTube. Anyways, I'm still going to do it from time to time, maybe every 2 days or 2 days, or maybe once a day during the week. I'll see how I feel and if I want to do it, but I don't feel an obligation. I feel an obligation for my private clients because they put money on the table for my analysis. So I feel obliged to them to provide them those analyses, but I don't feel the same obligation to the community on YouTube because it's free. And I don't mind doing these videos, but they are not important to me. I don't want to be more popular than I am right now. So for me, it's not so much important how well my videos do, or how many videos, how many people follow me, and so on. That doesn't matter. I'm a trader after all, and I must be careful that my YouTube intervention and the other stuff I do, even my clients, don't take off too much time. By that I mean an amount of time that will hinder me from doing the things that I want to do, and trading and playing the piano and writing philosophic books. So I have other points of interest than the market. I don't think you should be too obsessed with the market. If you only look at the charts and you're obsessed about it 24 hours a day, I don't think that's a good thing. I think it's healthy that you take a look at it, that you do your job correctly, but that you have time for other activities in your life. I think that's healthy. I think you will do a breakdown if you are in the charts all the time, and it could be quite dangerous because you could become sociopath, a gambler. You could become an impulsive, a sociopath, impulsive gambler. Some people become it, and that's a very bad thing. Normally, they can't get out of it during their entire life, and they waste it. Most of the and those people not successful in trading, so they will also lose their money. So I know some of them who are sociopaths, impulsive gamblers, and it's a very bad thing. It destroys your entire life. So I need to keep some distance between me and my activity on YouTube and even my trading. It must be sane. It must be reasonable. It must be a business. It must not be something that I do for fun or that I do to be famous or anything else. It's just a business that allows me to make money and pay for my living. But it should not be something that obsesses you beyond what is necessary to be a good trader. Now, that being said, I'm going to take a look at the charts with you. So first, let's take a look at my disclaimer, as always. Here's my disclaimer, and here's my risk warning. Please read it so that you are aware that there are risks involved in trading. And if you are interested in my services, I offer live Elliott wave updates. I wasn't able to do YouTube intervention, but I managed to do my live Elliott wave updates for my private clients. So they did get them without any interruption, even though I had 2 very busy days. I still managed to make the updates for them. It takes me less time to make a screenshot and describe what is happening than to make a YouTube intervention. So my private clients did get, as promised, the 1 to 3, it was even more than that, updates. And the only day I didn't do it was on Saturday, because on Saturday, as you know, the weekends I take off. And on Saturday I didn't post, but I started posting again on Sunday evening. So they did get Sunday evening, Monday and Tuesday updates of my outlook in BTC and the latest wave development. So if you want to become a private client also, then just contact my free Telegram group, enter my free Telegram group and send me a private message. And tell me that you are interested, then I will provide you the instruction on how to become a member. That being said, we're going to take a look at the charts and see what happened since last Friday, because I didn't talk to you since last Friday. The 10th November, was it Friday? Let me check. The 10th was Monday. So Friday was a little later, maybe the 12th. The 12th was Friday. So the last time I talked with you was here at the X wave. And we then accomplished wave 2 higher. And now we accomplished wave 3 low. And we are in the process of accomplishing wave 4 right now. And that will be followed by wave 5 down. And that could be the low, the end of the correction. So for the end of the correction, I have a target between the top of wave 5 and the low of wave 3 and the low of wave 4. And so the span of the 4th wave, and that is at the level 57,855 and 53,909. So that's my target area. In that target area, you also have the 38% retracement of wave 3. So that's also a point where the price could turn around. But the most important thing, once we have done wave 4, is to get 5 waves into the low of wave C. That's the most important thing. And it should bottom, and it's likely that it will bottom between, as I told you, 53,909 and 57,855. I'll try to update you on the exact place where it is likely that it has button when it did, and my private subscriber will be the first to know, as always. The only level that we still have to break is the bottom of wave A, and that is at 58,100. And I'm expecting this to happen very soon as we as soon as wave 4 is finished, and we then wave 5 should go below the 58,100. That would make it an expanded flat or an irregular flat, and would fit nicely with the bearish picture. I've talked about a running flat. Now that we are that low and that I only count it as wave 3, I think that a running flat is is unlikely right now. So I'm not expecting us to turn to go higher before we went below 58,100, the low of wave A. So I don't think that the low of wave A will hold. I don't think it will be a running flat. And now we're going to take a look. That was the 3-hour chart. Now we're going to take a look at the 30-minute chart. Yes, it's the 30-minute chart. And on the 30-minute chart, we'll see with more detail the price decline. So here I also have a wave 1 here at 62,294. I've put a wave 2 up here at 66,387. And we now had a wave 3 at 58,563. And now the question, that looks very clean, and there's not much to say about it. You can see the internal structure of the third wave, which nicely subdivides into 5 waves. But now the question is, what correction will we get for wave 4? And I've talked about with my private clients about the possibility of it being a triangle. So if you look at the triangles, and there are different types of triangles. Here you call it a symmetrical, descending, ascending, and reverse symmetrical. And on this one, you call it contracting, barrier, and expanding. And in both cases, we right now we are in a bear market, since 5 waves are pointing down, and the correction is an ABC. As you can see, you get 5 waves down here, and the correction is an ABC. Okay, when you go up, it's you only have an ABC, and when you go down, you have 5 waves. It is a bear market. So this is a correction, and the correction is a bear market. It's a bear market in a bull market, but still a correction. So we have to look at the bear market and see which one is possible of the triangles. And the only one that is possible, here's the reverse symmetrical. And on this one, it is the expanding. I normally call it an expanding, so let's keep with expanding. On the expanding one, you see that the start of wave A is here, where I have the plus. Then you get wave A, then you get wave B, and wave B goes below wave A. And that's important because right now we are seeing that we went lower than wave 3. Okay, and that's the start of wave A, since wave A starts here. So we went lower. And since we went lower, I have to label it as wave B, and wave B goes lower. And the only possibility for wave B going lower is the reverse symmetrical triangle, because here wave B goes lower than the start of wave A. And then wave D goes also lower than the start of wave B. And if you can check, that's what I put here. I put wave D also lower than the start of wave, and then wave B. And in the other side is the same thing, in reverse, so it goes higher. But an expanding triangle or a reverse symmetrical triangle are rare. So the most common one is probably the symmetrical, and then the descending is common also. The ascending happens sometimes, but the rarest of them all is the reverse symmetrical, which here is called an expanding. And since we went to new lows for what I call here wave B, I don't think that it's really probable that we will get a triangle. So I don't think that we get 3 waves for A, 3 waves for B, 3 waves for C, 3 waves for D, and 3 waves for E. I think that's unlikely, and then we go lower. To me, that's an unlikely scenario. So I cannot exclude it 100%, but I'm not favoring that scenario. What I'm favoring is that we make a simple A, B, C, and that should be it. Or maybe you get an X wave and then one more ABC. But for now, let's only focus on the simple ABC correction for wave 4. Since this is wave 3 and this is wave 4, there is the non-overlap rule. So a wave 4 cannot enter the price territorium of wave 1. So wave 4 cannot go higher than 62,294. We should stay below that level. So 62,294 is resistance right now, and it would break my count. I would have to relabel it if we go higher. If that happens, of course, as I'm telling you always, the first who will be informed of the new label will be the members of my private channel. And it's very analytical, and I think if you subscribe to it or try it, you will like it. It's useful if you're a trader or if you just want to learn more about Elliott wave. So that was all I wanted to talk about with you today about the charts. You are informed of my last outlook on BTC, and we'll see where the bottom of wave C will be. Oh, no, there's one more thing I can tell you. I nearly forgot. Let me go switch back. I was talking also about an alternate count, which was bullish alternate count. And I told you that I only gave it 10. First, I said between 10 and 20%. Then I went down to 10%. And now it's totally impossible, because here you had wave 1 that started here, and wave 2 cannot retrace below the start of wave 1. And we went below that. Also, I tried to label this also as an impulsive move. And the same thing is here. You cannot go below the start of the impulsive move. And that was here at 62,300. So twice it broke the rules. And right now I can declare that the bullish alternate count is impossible. It had anyway always a very low probability. And I only showed it sometimes to try to find an alternate count, but I was never found of it, as you know. Okay, you have my latest outlook on BTC, and I will be keeping updating my private member of my private channel. And if you haven't done it already, then I would recommend you to have a second way of communicating with me, because you never know what happens. And then you're also informed why I'm not posting, or when I'm a YouTube intervention, and when I'm projecting of posting my next intervention. All that, you know it if you subscribe to my free Telegram group. It's a public group, it's free, so subscribe to it. And why not leave me a comment on YouTube? And the last thing you can do for me is hitting the like icon. Thanks for watching, and I see you maybe tomorrow for one more intervention. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.